Welcome to the Isle of Wight. You've got a beautiful sunny day today. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about how I go about making a soundtrack for a TV show like Hunters. You can see it's not a really tough commute to work for me. It's just a short walk and you're in the studio. Welcome to my den. This is like a sort of man cave really, of all my favourite synthesizers. This is where I sit, and what we've got is two rigs. One rig is for composing and writing, and the other rig over here is for compiling the stems. This is a whole 48 minutes from beginning to end of Hunters. Each one of these little sections is a cue, and we have multiple tracks for the cues. We've got world, strings, JT, that's John Thorne, brass, synths, high, low atmos, keys. So these are the elements that I deliver. So we've got guitars down here, some keyboards here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements that make this up. In order to give us a kind of original sound and quite a large tone for Hunters, we used this old abandoned theatre in Ryde on the Isle of Wight, primarily because of the awkward space, the kind of shape compared to a normal studio where you'd record. We ended up placing 4 sets of mics, one above a balcony, one right down on the stage, one under the balcony near the bar, and one underneath the drumhead itself. And you can see over here, if you look on here, this is our 4 sets of mics. And the difference in sound is dramatic. So if we hit all of them, it gave us a completely unique sound for Hunters, and it gives me the ability to rein it in from big to small for different scenes. This is an old modular synth, so you can see there's all these cables here. So we can go out of there, into here, out here, down to here. So once you get that right, you can then record that in, and that's when you can start to balance it into the rest of the piece. Got some amazing throbs and noises which had all been hit and banged with stuff that's in the studio. Some time ago I was introduced to John Thorne. Some of you might know him from Lamb, and I've been looking for a project for quite a while that we could collaborate on, to be honest, and when Hunters come along it would really help with the creative style I was trying to bring to Hunters. There was elements of the drums, we were trying to do something slightly different there, and then working with John on his double bass was really the perfect collaboration for some of the cues. When you think of double bass, you sometimes think of just the jazzy stuff, but it's actually like a really big, low cello, I like to think of it. And we've used it as a really raw, kind of haunting tone, haven't we, on Hunters?
Yeah, lots of different textures.
Really textury, so mega soft sometimes, and the harmonics and the low end. And we've also got, for the kind of scenes where in the Middle East, almost sounds like a flute or a duduk or one of those instruments. Which has been really nice. You wouldn't actually recognise it sometimes. And then building these amazing sort of uplifting chord changes, or even single note changes that we just keep staying pedaling and pedaling, but we've evolved them with up to, I don't know, what, 10-15 tracks?
Sometimes, yeah.
So just play the same thing 10-15 times, different elements.
We've done stuff where we've tried to turn my bass into a sort of a mini orchestra, but we've done loads of avant-garde stuff as well. I've been playing subharmonic parts and experimental stuff that doesn't sound like double bass at all. And yeah, it's been incredible experience.
It's been really, really good.
Yeah, very exciting.
Got episode 13 to start next week, which is, we're not going to give too much away of the story, but it's going to be perfect for the sound we've managed to put together for Hunters, so I'm really looking forward to that.